The latest round of documents released by the city of Tucson tonight are graphic, lewd, and extremely disturbing. They speak to a 4-year sting surrounding unlicensed massage businesses described by city officials as a criminal enterprise investigation.
This was a much more sophisticated operation, which we're seeing across the country now.
What makes this a little different, however, are those potentially involved in organized prostitution. Not only the pimps and prostitutes who advertise online, oftentimes through sites like Backpage.com, but also the alleged Johns receiving those services. Many of them, these documents suggest, work for some of the most respected employers in Tucson. That includes the U.S. Air Force, agents with the Border Patrol, 2 local fire departments, 1 pastor, and an employee from a local charter school. Monday, Tucson Police Chief Roberto Villasenor discussed 4 of his own officers currently on paid leave because of this very investigation.
They're supposed to be upholding the law, not breaking it. And that's what we expect of them. I mean, we are paying them to do that.
Earlier this week, we spoke to the lawyer of the woman accused of running these unlicensed massage parlors. She points out no charges have been filed against her client. And in her opinion, this entire investigation is a waste of time and taxpayer money.
Spend those resources and get every street hooker off the street. When you have willing participants all the way around, what is the enormous social harm?
But those who live next door to these suspected brothels see things just a little differently.
Well, if it's prostitution, it's prostitution, like the law would say, period. You know, I mean, paying for sex is prostitution. That's not a massage.
We find KOLD News 13 Cynthia Washington tonight. Cynthia, what can you tell us?
Yeah, Classics Barbershop was also vandalized. Take a look behind me. You can see this huge piece of wood blocking or covering a huge window that was knocked out. But it wasn't just this, just a few feet away. Look, they targeted another business. This one was empty, but another huge piece of wood covering up a window. It's just a path of destruction these vandals left in their way. Now take a look at this piece of glass. This is a piece of glass from one of the windows that was broken out. Now right now police don't have any suspects and they don't have anyone in custody. So if you know anything about this vandalism that happened here on Grant Road between Country Club and Tucson Boulevard, you're asked to call 911 or 88 Crime. Reporting live from Midtown, Cynthia Washington, KOLD News 13, live local, late breaking.
The doctor told me, you know, it's not good. We're gonna have to take your leg. Told him do whatever you have to do to keep me alive.
Right.
And because of you, I'm alive, man.
Right on.
I appreciate it.
He lost his leg, but he did not lose his life. A man nearly killed in a motorcycle crash is with his family tonight, all thanks to that hero in uniform. Tonight, the two met for the very first time since that accident happened. KOLD News 13's Christine Pei was the only reporter there for the very emotional reunion. Christine?
Well, it was a Border Patrol agent who was this patient's first responder. Well, last night you heard from the patient, but tonight hear from the Border Patrol agent that you'll only see on KOLD News 13.
I told my wife I need some time by myself. I'm just thinking of what I just did, and it felt good. It felt good knowing that, you know, he's alive, he's able to hug his family again.
Eddie Grijalva was able to see his family again thanks to the quick thinking of U.S. Border Patrol agent Jose Madrigal. Tonight, Grijalva met his rescuer face to face.
I can't express how happy I am to be alive.
On Thursday, Agent Madrigal was on duty as he exited a drive-through restaurant on Camino del Cerro near I-10 when he heard a crash, then saw a body in the distance.
And it appears what looks like the leg is pretty much, his right leg is pretty much severed. It's holding by some material, and I see a lot of blood oozing out.
The agent used a tourniquet to stop the bleeding and saved Grijalva's life.
You should get credit for what you did, man, because you saved my life, man. You really did.
That's enough credit for me.
Grijalva's leg is amputated below the knee, but he's glad to be alive with his family beside him. He's already thinking about the prosthetic leg that will allow him to stand up as soon as he can.
And once I get walking around and do everything, I want to give you a real handshake standing up and a hug, man.
For Agent Madrigal, the rescue was nothing extraordinary.
You know, if that was me out there, I wish somebody would do the same for me, and that's how I go out to work every day. Once this uniform comes off, then I'm a regular civilian like anybody else.
And Grijalva has another leg surgery scheduled on Monday, and he says he's planning on undergoing physical therapy as soon as he can. Reporting live at UAMC, I'm Christine Pei, KOLD News 13, live local late breaking.
Carissa. Well, I'm standing right inside the men's shelter of this building, and take a look. There are about 60 brand new beds inside the men's shelter here on the first floor. When you step out here, you got a computer station for people to punch up resumes if they like, a seating area for people who want to relax. Out here in the main area, you've got your cafeteria off to the side. So 2 floors total here, 110 beds in this brand new hospitality house, which has been in development for more than a decade.
Tell me, what does it look like in heaven?
A sister pours her grief into song. Others light candles, join hands, and lean on each other for support. Strangers becoming friends as they all cope with a tragic loss.
Our family is experiencing a lot of pain. We miss him. We miss him a lot.
A mother clutching onto a picture and memories. Another still waiting for justice. 29-year-old Amanda Vinson was found dead in a Midtown home last October. Her roommate Graham Carber accused of the murder.
It's going to be a long time. Trial isn't until 2017. The waiting is the hardest part.
And for this woman, the pain is still fresh. She is related to Christopher Carrillo, the man police say killed his parents, siblings, and himself back in May. 5 loved ones gone in one day.
You think that everything's forgotten once everybody's in the ground, you know, but this is nice.
All here for the National Day of Remembrance for Murder Victims. More than 500 faces on this memory wall, linking all these strangers together on this day.
It's been a journey. It's been a journey to learn to walk this new walk that we have.